Failing to hold bad apples accountable, or worse yet, praising and rewarding them, will spoil your whole bunch. And here's what I mean by that. Before I was a nonprofit professional, I was a college football coach, and I saw this principle take place all the time. What would happen is I would have an incredible athlete, right? Everything a coach wanted, a hard worker, very talented, somebody who just picked up his or her teammates, picked up his or herself, and always just got down to it, right? Didn't complain, just worked hard and produced incredible results. And then on the other hand, we would have another athlete who might be incredibly talented, but was also the type of person who would take reps off all the time, right? Who would cut corners. And then on top of that would be the type of person who would bark at other teammates for cutting corners, right? Would call them out for cutting corners when everybody knows that he's the first person who's going to cut a corner when things get difficult, right? And what would happen sometimes is that athlete who cut corners would be rewarded or praised, generally not by me, but by other coaches. And what happens in that situation is the other athlete, right, that model athlete starts to become demotivated, right? They start to say, why am I working so hard if it's not going to be acknowledged, seen, praised, and not that they even need that stuff, right? But on the other end of it, if the person who's going to be cutting corners at every chance they get is going to be praised and rewarded, right? It's an incredibly demotivating thing for your athletes. And here's how this applies to the nonprofit world. It applies all the time in the board and staff worlds, right? So when I've got a board member who is the model board member, and then I allow other board members to perform at a less than optimal or less than excellent level without holding them accountable, or worse yet, praising and rewarding them, I'm going to demotivate the board member who is the model board member, right? And the same applies for staff as well. And so if you don't hold your bad apples accountable, right? Or worse yet, if you praise and reward them, you're going to set your organization up for failure and demotivation, right, of your model employees or board members.